Hello, welcome to this short video, Managing Your Teams and its Members. This is one of 9 short videos available to show you how Microsoft Teams can help you to communicate and collaborate with your colleagues quicker and easier. Please note that the content in all the videos is the same as what has been covered in the live online training sessions, so use these videos if you were unable to attend those sessions or you just want to remind or refresh yourself. So what are we going to cover on this video? We're going to look about how you can manage your team members. We're going to show you how to understand the levels of member access and using the team management tabs to set permissions and change the settings. So here we are in Teams and we're going to be looking at the training team that we've got set up. And we'll be clicking on the 3 dots and coming to Manage Team. So in here we can see I've got my list of owners for this particular team, and underneath is a list of any members or guests that are part of this team. Okay, a team should have at least 2 owners, because then that allows for one of the owners to either be off sick or on holiday, and the other person can still be there to make amendments and manage the team itself. So that's why we recommend that you go for at least 2. Yeah, so on this team you can see I've got 6 owners and I've got some members and guests. For yourselves, you'll only be using the members part. You're not having guests, you're not sharing your teams with external people. You will better do chats and meetings with them, but you're not going to be having guests within your teams. So what's the difference between an owner and a member? So I'm just going to switch myself from being an owner on here. You see I'm over here clicking the little drop down arrow, and if I change that to member, you can see that I now appear in the members list. So what's the difference between owners and members of a team? The team owner can manage certain settings for the team. They can add and remove members, guests if you're allowed, change the team settings, and can handle some administration tasks, whereas members are just people in the team. They can talk with other members in conversations, they can view and upload and change files, and they can also do the usual sorts of collaboration that the team owners have permitted. So as a team owner, I can add people into the team. So I'm going to click onto the Add Member button. So as you start to type, it will come up with a list of people that it thinks that you're trying to locate. So I'm going to click onto my PWM Trainer 2, so it's the second training account we've got, and then I'm going to click onto Add. So when you've clicked onto Add, the person is now listed below and their default is a member. If I click on the drop down, I have got the option of making them an owner as well, but let's leave it on member for the moment, and I'm going to click on to Close. So there's the new person that I've added in, showing in the list as a member. As the owner, I can also come to the Channels tab, and in here is a list of all the channels that are created under the team, and I can decide whether I want it to be shown just for me, which would also be any owner, or want to show it for members as well. If I wanted to add a channel, then I've got this Add Channel button. You can then start to type the channel name, call it video test. I could put a description in there, so it does help others find the right channel. And then the privacy standard, so I want it to make it accessible to everyone on the team, and if I click the little drop down, I can also decide if I wanted to just to make it private, so it's only accessible to specific people within the team. Select Next. It then asks me who do I want to be able to see that channel. So I can just select the people that I want to and then click on to Add. puts those two people in there. Again, deciding whether they're going to be members or owners. So I'm going to make one owner, one member, and then click done. So if I go back onto the three dots for the team and say manage team, and we're going to look at the settings tab now. So in the settings tab we can change the picture. So there's a little icon that we're using there. I can click onto here, say change picture, and then you could browse for a picture that you've already got and upload it, and that would change the team picture. What am I going to allow members to do? So this is the default. We're going to allow members, they can create and update channels and private channels. You can see all the different options there. So if there's certain things I don't want the members of this team to be able to do, I would just remove the ticks. If you do allow guests at any point, then the guest permissions, there's only a couple, whether you're going to let them create and update channels or whether you let them delete channels. So we've got the mentions, so the @ mention. So if you're typing a message, you can do the @ symbol and followed by the person's name. So you've got on here who can use them. So the team code is a code that you can share out to people. So if you are the owner, you want to invite some other people, you can copy that code into an email and send it out to people, and then they can come and join the team using that code. And the join team is down there in the bottom left corner. They'll click onto that, put in the code, and they're able to join. No, you can't, guests can't join with a team code. It can only be internal staff. Fun stuff. Are you going to allow people to use Giphy, stickers, that sort of thing? And then tags, who can manage the tags in there? So is it team owners or team owners and members? If I come to the analytics tab, so in here we can see how many users we've got. This is in the last 7 days, how many apps were used, posts and replies and mentions, whether it's owners and members or guests, who we got in there, number of active users, and the top interactive channels. If I just scroll down a little bit more as well, it would tell you about any meetings that have been done within the team as well. And then finally the apps tab, where this is showing a list of apps that people can use. If you didn't want any of them being used within that team, you can just remove them by clicking the little dustbin. So that's the end of our short video. I hope you picked up on some helpful tips and tricks, and please look out for the other Microsoft Teams videos covering how to collaborate and how to manage online meetings more efficiently and with more interaction. Have a great day. Goodbye.